definitely had a big learning curve when I went from FYE to ME, with the classes becoming a lot more focused and the content definitely becoming a little bit harder. But something that my academic advisor really helped me utilize was a lot of the resources we have here.
There are help rooms for each core class where you can go and get help from undergraduate teaching assistants or even professors sometimes.
I use that for some of the more difficult classes like fluids, thermo, and controls. And each time I was taught some of these harder concepts by a student who had taken the class recently, and the way that a student teaches a problem is a little bit different than how a professor teaches it.
Everybody really just wants to help you succeed, and if you are having trouble with something, there's always a way to kind of get over that hurdle.
Just be involved, really put yourself out there, whether that's just talking to someone that you sit next to in class or really going to those resource rooms and meeting a new friend to study with.
People aren't as scary as you might think when you come in. I think when I came in, I was so scared to to interact with people and upset them, and I was very reserved talking to people, and it's just everyone wants to help everyone, like professors, faculty, other students, everybody wants to help everybody, and so it's just don't be afraid, just go talk to people and make those connections.
Make friends, because getting through things together just makes it a lot more fun.
Having a friend help you through linear algebra, which is what I was just doing a minute ago.
Talk to the people you sit next to in lecture. Those are the connections that you never know that are gonna make the most meaningful impact on you. A lot of my friends I met through my freshman engineering class, and I still talk to them today, and they're my closest friends.
Sit in Railside Cafe. The more you sit there, you're gonna meet a lot of other people in ME, a lot of great people. You're also near the TA study room, so you can get help there, or you can just work with your friends. And it's a great way to make homework less unenjoyable.
Give yourself some grace. It's always going to be a little bit tough, but I think the more grace you give yourself, and just eventually you'll get there. You're not going to be perfect at everything. So you might really succeed in one area of your studies and not in another area.
Usually you're kind of the smartest kid in the room when you get here, right? Before you get here, and then now everybody's in the same boat.
Not comparing yourself to other people is the biggest and best advice I've gotten, because it's easy to be oh, they got a better grade on this than I did, or they're doing better in this class, or they're understanding more than I am.
Your success is not defined by how well you do academically. You can find success in other areas as well. So if you choose to get involved and you're doing really great things in the clubs you're involved with, as long as you're trying your own best in school, you will be just fine. It'll all work out.
Get yourself a calendar, make sure you have a really planned out schedule. I know I didn't have one freshman year. I thought I could just wing it like I did in high school. That turned out to be a little abysmal.
Definitely have a calendar, have a plan, before each exam, heck, even for each assignment, write down every single thing that you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it in the day.
Properly prioritize your time. I think if you find things that you're very passionate about and you dedicate the correct amount of energy and effort to it, the results are going to come very naturally.
Start with the foundation of your school, what you want to get out of that, and then slowly build up on what your passions are, what your interests are.
Find something outside of ME, whether that's a minor, so I have a philosophy minor. I'm enjoying learning some liberal arts alongside my technical mathematics, engineering degree, or whether that's intramural sports or something like that.
Study abroad opportunities, internships, teamwork, research. I think really get an understanding of what you like and don't like, and the more involved you get, the more you're going to make out of Purdue and mechanical engineering as a whole.
Being able to have a social circle and a life outside of engineering, because you're going to spend a lot of time in this building, in this program, you're going to enjoy it, but also sometimes you need a bit of a break.
Don't feel stressed out and feel like you always need to be studying all the time. I think having those other activities on the side can really help balance out your schedule and make you feel like you really enjoy every day here at Purdue.
Don't be afraid to say no, but don't be afraid to say yes.
The worst thing that can happen is somebody will tell you no, and the best thing that can happen is you find a new passion or new interest that'll help really shape your time here at Purdue.